Welcome students. In the earlier lecture, we have seen the different raw materials which are required for the build-up of the chemical industry. In the next lecture, that is this lecture, we are going to see the unit process and unit operations which are the main requirements for the chemical industry. That we will see in detail. Today we will see the unit process and unit operations. This unit process and unit operations, unit process and unit operations. These two are the main processes to carry out the chemical production. What is this unit process? Unit process, it is a chemical change involved in the chemical reaction, that is called as a unit process. And what is this unit operation? It is called as a physical change takes place in the chemical reaction, that is called as a unit operation. First we will see in detail unit process. This chemical production, it is a function of both these processes, that is chemical change as well as physical change. Means to form any product, that chemical reaction has to pass the chemical change as well as the physical change. That commercial production should be the function of these two reactions. What are these two reactions? That is, it must be the function of physical and chemical change. That is, this commercial production, it should be the function of physical as well as the chemical change. Now what is this unit process? Unit process involves a chemical change in the chemical reactions, and these changes, chemical changes, these are depend on the number of variables like temperature, pressure, concentration, time as well as velocity. Means this unit process, that is when A gets converted into B, this A has to pass certain chemical process. That chemical process involves the chemical change. That chemical change, it is called as a unit process. And when A gets converted to B through physical change, then it is called as a unit operation. Whenever chemical change, unit process. Whenever physical change, unit operation. And this is a unit process. Means in any chemical reaction, if A gets converted to B through chemical change, then it is called as a unit process. And when A gets converted to B through physical change, then it is called as a unit operation. Now we will see the different examples of unit process. For production of any chemical product, this starting material should be undergo physical treatment or physical change, and also chemical change. And when this physical and chemical change takes place on the starting material, at that time we are getting the product. That starting material undergoes physical change, then physical change, it can be having some chemical change also, that is, there is a formation of product. In example, first we will see the simple amination reaction. What is this amination reaction? Amination reaction is nothing but, we will see the simple reaction, CH2, CH2, Cl, Cl, and it gets converted into CH2, CH2, NH2 and NH2. Why it is called as amination? Because there is addition of NH2 on this ethylene dichloride. This molecule, it is called as a ethylene dichloride. and this product, it is called as a, what is the name of this product? It is a simple compound and it is called as a ethylene diamine. That is ethylene diamine. This ethylene dichloride gets converted into ethylene diamine. This is the one of the reactant, and what will be the second? The second reactant required is ammonia. When ammonia gets reacted with ethylene dichloride, there is a formation of ethylene diamine. And this particular reaction, this ethylene diamine, when converted into ethylene diamine, there is a chemical change takes place, that this chlorine gets substituted by NH2, and this type of reaction, that is called as a unit process, because in this reaction this ammonia gets added to this CH2, there is a removal of Cl, means during this reaction there is a loss of twice of SCl. This particular reaction, that when ethylene dichloride gets converted to ethylene diamine, there is the evolution of SCl, and this reaction it having the chemical change, and hence it is called as a unit process. And what is the use of this reaction? This type of unit processes, these are having, which type of industry these are using these reactions or this type of unit process, that this type of amination reaction or this unit process, it is useful in the synthesis of organic chemicals. That is the use of this unit process, that is amination reaction. Next we will see the second reaction, that is a simple reaction, that is called as a condensation reaction. Have you heard this term before? What is a condensation? Condensation reaction is nothing but these two molecules gets condensed together and there is a formation of new product, and that condensation, it is a removal of certain molecule, that is called as a condensation reaction. We will see the simple example, that benzaldehyde, that is BHCHO, when it gets react with acetaldehyde CH3CHO, there is a formation of, in presence of base. This reaction can be acid catalyzed or it can be base catalyzed, and there is a formation of chalcone, that is alpha beta unsaturated ketone. These are called as a chalcone. This compound, it is called as a alpha beta unsaturated, that is presence of this double bond, it is called as a unsaturation. Means this benzaldehyde, when treated with acetaldehyde in presence of sodium hydroxide, there is a formation of alpha beta unsaturated benzaldehyde, and this particular compound, it is called as a chalcone. And where these are useful? These chalcones, these are having the important uses in dyes industry, dyes, then foodstuff, perfumery. These are having number of examples, that is this particular unit process, and this is also one of the example of unit process, because this reaction, that is condensation, in this reaction there is a removal of water molecule takes place, that is there is a removal of water molecule, means this benzaldehyde when treated with acetaldehyde in presence of sodium hydroxide, there is a formation of. Okay, the next example is, that is a carboxylation reaction. What is meant by carboxylation? The word itself indicates that there is a addition of carbonyl, that is a C double bond O. This carbonylation reaction, that is, we will see the simple example, methanol on carbonylation, that is addition of carbonyl, it gives formation of acetic acid, that is CH3COOH. This is the simple structure, it is called as a methanol, then it is a acetic acid. In this same reaction there is a chemical change takes place, methanol gets chemically converted into acetic acid, and this particular acetic acid, it is useful in the number of organic chemical preparation. That is, this type of industries, these are using this unit processes. Then the next example is, again we will see reduction. What is meant by reduction? You have already that is learned in the SYBSC class, that is a reduction reaction. Reduction is nothing but addition of hydrogen. Then this particular reduction reaction, N2, that is nitrogen, when treated with 3 molecules of hydrogen, this addition of hydrogen to N2, what will be the product? There will be formation of ammonia. This ammonia synthesis by the reaction of nitrogen and hydrogen, this reaction it is called as a reduction reaction. And where this unit process is useful? It is useful in the preparation of, that is, inorganic as well as organic industries, that is organic chemical industries. These are the very simple examples. The next reaction is esterification. What is meant by esterification? We all know that when acid gets converted into esters with the reaction with alcohol, there is a formation of ester, and this reaction it is called as a esterification. Again we will see the simple example, that is RCOOH. This is any acid. We can consider this R is, if it is a CH3 then it is a acetic acid, plus CH3OH. This is any alcohol, that is a simple molecule alcohol, it is a methanol. When it gets reacted together, there is a formation of CH3 that gets added OCH. Now in this reaction, this acid when reacted with alcohol in presence of acid or base, there is a formation of ester. This formation of ester from alcohol or acid reaction with acid and alcohol, this reaction it is called as a esterification reaction. And in this reaction there is a loss of water molecule. And this type of unit process, it is useful in the oil, that is soap, fats and organic chemical industry. These are the simple uses of this esterification reaction. The next reaction that we have to see, that is a nitration reaction. In the nitration reaction, there is a use of nitrating mixture, that is HNO3 and H2SO4. When nitric acid and sulfuric acid reacted together, there is a formation of nitronium ion. What is this nitronium ion? That is a very strong electrophile having positive charge on nitrogen. And this strong electrophile, since benzene, this molecule it is a benzene. Benzene when reacted with nitrobenzene, that is a electrophile, this is a type of electrophilic substitution reaction. When benzene reacted with nitrobenzene, there is a formation of nitronium ion, there is a formation of nitrobenzene. And this type of reaction it is useful in the explosive and dye-stuff industry. Now I will ask a simple question. Did you know the Friedel-Crafts alkylation or acylation? Now tell me whether it is a unit process and unit operation. The assignment is, that is, you have to draw the basic reaction of Friedel-Crafts alkylation as well as acylation. Now next we will see the unit operation. What is meant by unit operation? As we have seen that is the second concept. As we have seen, that is a unit process. It is a chemical change in the chemical process. In the same way, this unit operation involves a physical change in the chemical process. Now we will see the general definition of unit operation. Unit operation, that is a chemical process is designed in such a way that there is a conversion of reactant into product, and when there is a involvement of physical change, and for carrying out that physical change there is a use of some modern equipment. And to carry out any unit process, that is any chemical reaction, to carry out any chemical reaction, there is a need of unit operation. We will see the simple example. Now this filtration, it is a type of unit operation. Now why it is a type of unit operation? Because this filtration means whenever we are, that is a filtering any compound, is there any chemical change takes place in that particular reaction? There is a simple physical change. That filtration, it is a physical change. Next to that is evaporation. What is evaporation? It is also a physical change. Any solid material, when it gets, that is heated, that is a heat transfer. That is also the unit operation. These are the number of examples. Then centrifugation. What is meant by centrifugation? Okay, we will see again some examples of unit operation. Now, did you know crystallization? How we done the crystallization? Crystallization, it is a simple technique of purification of any organic compound. When carrying out any chemical reaction, you get the certain product, and that product you have to crystallize it. Crystallization is nothing but that particular compound, it is heated or it is dissolved in particular solvent and it get filtered. After filtration, when that solid compound, after dissolution, when it again gets reappear, that process it is called as a crystallization. Means the same compound, it gets purified, means it is not a chemical change, it is a simple physical change, and hence it is called as a unit operation. In the same way, when solid gets purified, that technique it is called as a crystallization, and when liquid compounds get purified, that is called as a distillation. In the distillation also, that liquid gets heated, that liquid gets heated up to its boiling point and get purified. That is again a physical change. Next to that, it is a sublimation. Have you done this experiment? That is a sublimation. That is in the FYBSc or SYBSc experiments. You have done this sublimation. It is also the one of the unit operation process. Means for carrying out any unit process, that is when, consider, we will see the simple example. CH3OH. When it gets reacted with CH3CO, CH3. That when the alcohol, when reacted with acetone, there is a formation of what? There is a simple reaction, that is CH3COH, CH3 and OCH3. Means there is a simple addition of that hydroxy group from the alcohol on that, that is a ketone functional group. And by doing this certain experiments, this alcohol, that is a liquid alcohol, that is a methanol, it is a liquid, and before carrying out this reaction, these two compounds should be in purified form. These both are liquids, that is acetone. Means these liquids, before carrying out reaction, it gets purified, and this particular, that is these two liquids are purified separately, and this technique it is called as a distillation. And this process, that is a distillation, that is purification of liquid, it is a unit operation. But this basic formation of this product, that is a chemical change. Means that purification of liquid, it is a unit operation, but that formation of this product, it is a unit process. Means simple distillation, it is a unit operation, and this formation of this product, it is a unit process. Means to carry out any chemical process, we have to do both unit process as well as unit operation, and that is the raw material undergoes this particular raw material undergoes several physical change in every chemical reaction before and after chemical change. Means that is a simple technique. Means this unit operation can be defined as the operation carried out for designing a chemical process. What is that? The operation carried out for designing a chemical process for specific purpose. That is, in this reaction, this distillation is carried out for what? For the purification. Means this is the purpose, and with the help of that is a special type of equipment, and for the distillation there is a use of distilling unit. Means that particular distillation technique is done with the help of distillation unit, and that is called as a type of equipment, with the help of some type of equipment in the chemical reaction. This is called as a unit operation. I hope you have understood all these concepts. In the next lecture we will see the next part. Thank you all of you.